Hello there, welcome to today's reading. We're going to try to make this a relatively quick reading. We'll start with energy from an oracle card here today. One card from the oracle deck here today. What do we have? Grace. It says wise woman of the grove. Grace, number 49. Wise Woman of the Grove, Grace, number 49. Okay, I like that energy. It feels like there's, it gives a vibe of somebody watching over you, somebody behind the scenes, spirit, ancestors, guides, watching you, supporting you, and reminding you to have grace. There's a wisdom that's deeper than what we might see on the surface of certain situations. Okay, so we've got, out of the gate here, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Tell me more about this 8 of Swords. We've got the Druid of Swords. That's a very powerful energy around you. Someone who's very logical, very honest and truthful. Okay, so that's a positive. And incredibly driven. Very powerful. Yeah, powerful and driven. Those are words that really come forth with this. And it's tied to this 8 of Swords energy, both swords energies. So I'm curious if maybe you are feeling in this 8 of Swords energy, possibly as a result of this Druid of Swords, which is like King of Swords here. Actually, these are what I want. I like using these as my clarifying cards. Okay. So we got the Hangman and the 4 of Swords sideways. I've been taking these upright lately. Oh, you're certainly in some sort of a period of a lot of thought, a bit of a pause, trying to think through some sort of situation or some circumstance. This is in your area of career, finance, money. So you may have been in the past feeling kind of trapped in a circumstance in this area of your life and are currently taking a lot of time to maybe get a new perspective on it, really meditate on this situation, what you can do about it. I actually don't get an energy that you're stuck in 8 of Swords. I think that maybe you were in the past, because this energy, that's clarifying energy, is telling me what you're doing now is you're doing the work, and it may be mental work, but really thinking through scenarios and different possibilities on what could be, what could happen, how this could work for you. And there is a Druid of Swords energy here. I don't know if that's you. It could be you. Initially, I was thinking this was not your energy. But if you're somebody who's putting a lot of thought and you're a very logical thinker, very clear-headed, a truth seeker, I mean, it really could be very aligned with a King of Swords energy to be spending a lot of time and thought around this situation. It could be your energy. You could have somebody also around you who is very much King of Swords and is your motivator for being in this period of thought around career, finance, and money. Maybe they're a coworker, boss, somebody you're married to. I mean, there's all sorts of scenarios where there are other people involved with you around your money, your ability to make a living, what making that living feels like for you, the different personalities who are engaging with you throughout your day as you're making your living. And this can have a lot of impact on feeling stuck, feeling like you're not able to go anywhere. and why you're having to think about this so much. Okay, well, let's look at other areas. Let's look at the other areas of your life and see if that might tie back to this in some way. I imagine there's some sort of emotional component, but let's look at your relationships right now. Six of Swords. So you're in your relationships, you're ready to move on to the next season. So, okay, the story is adding up and this is coming together. This is not about a particular relationship, I don't think. We'll get some clarification. It's not that you're specifically moving on from a relationship or a particular person. That may be a possibility, or why maybe you're caught in thought here. You may be considering the people that would be impacted by whatever is happening here. You're thinking about moving on from something. You could be moving on from a relationship and the finances and how that's going to be impacted. Okay, that could be a possibility here. But I do think that for most people, you're moving on from something else. It doesn't just mean you're moving on from a relationship. It could be that there are people that may feel left behind, or that you do have to move on and leave them behind as a result of the change that you're looking forward to. We've got our Druidic of Stones here. You are very, very much in this energy of nurturing self, nurturing others, growing something really abundant for yourself. Very rooted in the earthly matters of life, right? And that's an energy that you're wanting to foster right now, and why you're ready to move on. You're ready to move into this. You've really established yourself very, very well. This is your energy. This is your energy. We've got some mixes in energies here. This one's all got all sorts of stuff going on. This is definitely your energy. You could also have some King of Swords energy as well. I do read this for most people as somebody else's energy around you. This, like I said, while it could be a moving on from a relationship and feeling a little caught up in thought around moving on from a relationship, whatever type of relationship that might be, I do think for many, many people, this could be related to moving on from something like a job or moving away from your community. And that means you have to leave some people behind. You can't take everyone with you when you go. But you may also feel like just you may be able to maintain those connections, but you know that kind of as time passes and you move further apart, it's difficult to keep those connections strong. We've got the Four of Stones here. Yeah, wanting to move into an area where you're feeling a lot of security and support, and that may be something that's a little bit lacking right now. And we've got this Druid of Wands in reverse, which is interesting, but I also think is consistent. Like, I feel that maybe there is a Druid of Wands energy around you. It's very fiery, passionate. In reverse, this is fiery, passionate, not in a positive way, like a really aggressive energy, a really assertive energy, driving too hard in the forward direction. Really, really just like feeling like you're always under someone's thumb, always under someone's eye, a lot of criticism. This is an energy that's around you that is impacting your emotions and impacting your decision and a lot of the thinking that's going on here. We've got Four of Cups in reverse in the action that we need to take around the situation. And the action is maybe you've spent a lot of time and thought, and maybe some of that thought has been around, what didn't work out or what could go wrong, actually. I'm seeing a lot more future-focused doubts in this energy. We've got Six of Swords and Eight of Cups here, confirming in the area of action is it's time to stop hanging on to your doubts, and it's time to put your energy towards moving on to the next thing. It's time to let go of your fears and worries and anxieties, what could possibly go wrong. I think that this Magician in reverse is around other energies around you, creating stumbling blocks for you or manipulating you in some way. that could really be harmful for you. So I feel that you've been really hesitant and hung up on making some sort of decision on moving on. And all of this energy is saying the time is now. The time is now. Heed all of the signs and the warnings. The time is now. Okay. In your mental state, how you're feeling mentally, emotionally. Well, we've got emotionally here, but how you're feeling mentally, like mental health wise. And you're feeling uninspired is really what's going on. And that's not a great place to be, is not feeling inspired. Feeling like you're lacking in abundance, lacking relationships, lacking support, always feeling like you're on the defensive, having to defend yourself and constantly fight back. Ooh, whatever this energy is. For many people, this is like screaming a really not so nice work situation. We've got the Justice card here in reverse, information from your higher self. Your higher self is actually asking you to seek balance in some way. Many people see that the Justice card, when it comes up, there's some sort of legal action or legal decision to be made. I don't read it that way. It doesn't always have to involve something legal, although it certainly can. Your higher self, this being in the area of your higher self, this is most definitely speaking more along the lines of generating balance, or there being some type of imbalance in your present situation, and recognizing that balance is the goal here. Look at this. We've got justice again. Justice, clarifying justice. Whew, that's powerful. 9 of Cups. This balance is your wish fulfillment. Oh my goodness. So if you're thinking that moving on might hurt people's feelings, might be a difficult decision to make, even though deeply this is what you want, you think it's nurturing for yourself, and you're feeling uninspired and defensive, and you're fearful of the future, you're just like hanging on and thinking about all of these things. The cards are saying balance is the wish fulfillment. There's nothing more than that. Maybe it's not about money. Maybe it's not about ambitions or whatever it might be. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. Let's get some more cards here in this area. The 10 of Swords. So the High Priestess is telling me there's something that you're not seeing or you're not adhering to. We've got Judgment in reverse. There's something you're ignoring around your intuition. There is something coming to an end. And Judgment in reverse. Yeah. Okay. So there's some aspect of this situation that you're blocking yourself from. Yeah. You're not seeing the truth. You're only focused on how wounded you've been. Any other clarification? Five of Swords. I think if you're in a situation that has involved a lot of conflict, this message is telling you that that conflict will continue unless you make a change. I do feel like this message is for somebody, whatever it is that you need to move on from or you're thinking of moving on from, you know what it is, and this is about as clear as it can be that I think it's time because this conflict is going to continue. Do we have any, I'm curious, what happens? What's the best possible outcome? What's the best possible outcome if we move on? We've got Ace of Cups here, a new beginning, Adept of Swords, moving in quickly. King of Stones reverse. So this is probably not going to be the most financially rewarding change if you make this change. But we've got something moving in here for you very quickly, and it's a new beginning of some kind. It could be a new romantic partnership. It could just be a new season in life where there's a lot more self-love. There's a lot more abundance. There's connection with new others, new friends. just a general loving new beginning that's going to move forward to you very, very quickly. I think that's a positive outcome to me. The decision is, of course, always yours. Thank you for joining me today for today's reading.